Welcome to part 3 of a 4-part series, Fundamentals and Team Building. Part 1 was 5 tips to stay alive. Part 2 provided stat tips and a guide to better understand focus. And in this video, we will go over the best skills in the game. Let's get started. The Hero Only tier. The only way to get these skills in the Hero Only tier is to select the appropriate hero. None of these skills are worth it. So let's move on. The Not Worth It tier. This one is simply put, it's not worth sacrificing any of your base stats, and these skills are considerably weak than the tiers above. Why then waste your time? On to the next tier. The Situational/Weak tier. The first skill in this category is more of a situational skill. Enemy Taunt forces all enemies to attack the hero who uses this skill in combat. You'll want this skill to be attached to 2 different types of heroes. 1, a hero with high evasion, or 2, a hero that has the skill Steady, which we will discuss later. It's very good at saving the life of another hero that is low health, but the skill itself won't be used often, and therefore not a great skill. The next 3 skills are nice to have, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get. First, Gathering Herbs allows for you to acquire random herbs as you move around the map. Second, Inspire gives random allies additional XP. And third, Refocus allows the hero to regain focus points. These are nice, but not as good as the next 4 skills. The Strongly Consider tier. Steadfast, also known as Steady, allows for you to block all damage. There are 3 ways to acquire Steady. The Blacksmith, which is a hero, Wooden Tower Shield, and Iron Tower Shield. Being able to block all incoming damage is a powerful skill. If you remember the previous video, Evasion was considered the best luxury skill. Well, Steady is pretty much the same thing. Being able to block all damage is great, especially if you pair it with the Enemy Taunt skill. For the next 2 skills, they are similar in nature. First, Encourage allows for an allied failed roll to succeed. There are 4 ways to acquire Encourage. The Minstrel, which is a hero, Bellowing Horn and Sun Drum, which are trinkets, and Royal Crown, which is headgear. One thing to keep in mind with the Royal Crown, you need lore to unlock it, but I highly recommend that you do because it is extremely powerful. Second, Distraction allows for an enemy roll to fail. There are 3 ways to acquire Distraction. The Busker, which is a hero, Noisemaker, and Polyparrot, which are both trinkets. Those skills either gives you a better chance to land a perfect roll, or denies the enemy team a perfect roll. We discussed in the previous video talking about the power of a perfect roll, which is why these 2 skills are so high up on the list. Before I get to the final tier, you may be asking yourself, when do I select the hero to get one of these skills, and when do I search for the item? Keep in mind, there is one more video in this series, and I will help wrap all of this together, so be patient. I will break it all down in part 4. For the last tier, I have named this as a must-have. Now, I honestly despise telling people they must do something in a game. What's the fun in that? But it's hard not to emphasize how OP this skill is. It's Party Heal. For those of you who watched part 1, I went into great length to explain why Party Heal is so effective. Here is how you acquire Party Heal. The Herbalist and the Monk, which are both heroes, Knotted Staff, Yew Staff, Book of Healing, and Ivory Lute, which are all weapons, the Gathering Bonnet, which is a headgear, and Pipe Diffuser, which is a trinket. Think of the list for a second. The game developers have 8 different ways for you to obtain this skill. Do you think that maybe they were trying to tell you something? Keep one thing in mind. In order to get either the Herbalist or Monk, you need lore to do so. I want to thank all of you for your recent support of this YouTube channel and at Twitch. The outpouring of positive feedback has been amazing. I hope you guys keep enjoying the content and have a great day.